There are few who would disagree with the truth of the phrase miracle of birth, but some births are even more miraculous than others. Such was the case for Jackson and Cheryl Cannon. The circumstances surrounding the birth of their first child made for an experience far beyond their wildest hopes and even beyond their ability to explain. The Cannons made their home in a remote mountain region, about 70 miles from the nearest town. In the first week of this particular October, the mountainside weather took one of its dramatic changes for the worse. So Jackson and Cheryl were happy that their little house was warm and dry, and that there was no need for them to leave it anytime soon.
Cold out there.
It is. And there's a storm coming.
Oh, I'm glad I don't have to go anywhere for the next 4 weeks. I'll just stay right here, thank you very much.
Oh, well, I brought something.
For me?
Well, for the baby. What do you think?
You have everything figured out, don't you? What school he'll go to?
The best, my alma mater.
What type of woman he'll marry?
Someone just like you.
And what position he'll play on the baseball team?
Shortstop, of course.
And we'll see what he wants to do.
Jackson's mother lived next door to the couple, which made it easy for them to share their enthusiasm with her on a daily basis. She was a kind and gentle woman, but never afraid to speak her mind.
Well, what do you think?
I think you've already made better plans for his career than you did for your own.
Well, you can't start too soon, Mom.
I'm serious, Jackson. He's not even born yet, and already you've made some big decisions for him. I don't think it's a good idea.
Well, he's a baby.
Let me show you something. Cheryl, here's your husband when he was 8 years old.
I must have been really mad when they took that one.
You were. Your father had just told you were going to take piano lessons whether you wanted to or not. Jackson's father had hopes of raising a concert pianist.
Somehow, honey, I don't think you were cut out for that.
Well, I wasn't, but Dad had other ideas, you know?
You told him what you wanted to do with your life, but he didn't listen, did he? That's what I'm trying to say. Keep an open mind. When your son is born, be ready to listen to him. You can learn a lot.
You really believe that?
Of course. I learned a great deal by listening to you. Sometimes children can teach us more than we can teach them.
Well, thanks for lunch, Dorothy.
Oh, you're welcome. I enjoyed the company. By the way, when should you date?
Well, the doctors say the 20th, so that's about a month from now. Which is great because we haven't even started on his room yet.
What's the matter?
I don't know. It's as if someone's nudging me.
You must be having contractions.
No, it's not that. It's like someone's pushing me from the side.
Well, is it the baby?
I'm not sure.
You must go to the hospital.
Oh, I'll be all right.
Well, I don't know, Cheryl. I think we should. The weather is starting to kick up a little bit, and we might not be able to get back.
You are not taking chances with my grandchild. You've got to get down to town now. I mean it.
So Jackson and Cheryl made the 2-hour drive into town solely on the basis of the strange nudges that Cheryl had felt. As it turned out, another few minutes' delay would have been disastrous. Cheryl had suddenly gone into full labor. There had been no warning, no physical sign of her approaching delivery, but the baby was coming nonetheless.
I love you.
As the doctor had feared, there was indeed a problem. The baby's umbilical cord was wrapped around its neck, cutting off the fluids on which he still relied.
I'm afraid we're gonna lose him. I'm scared.
Doctor, he's choking to death.
We need Ramirez. Is Ramirez still in the building?
He left about half an hour ago. He'll never get back in time. I don't believe it. Dr. Ramirez, thank God you're here.
I got you covered, Pat. Hi, how you doing?
Dr. Ramirez is our resident expert on complications such as this. He'll take good care of you.
Baby's going to be just fine.
Dr. Ramirez was not scheduled to be in the hospital at this time, but by some strange circumstance, He happened to arrive at exactly the moment his unique skills were needed most.
So I've been talking to the whole staff, babe. They say they've never seen another delivery quite like this.
Well, I'll say. Hi, Doc.
Hi. You look wonderful. You both look wonderful. And just to think, we just about lost this little guy. You're a lucky little fellow.
Glad you got here when you did.
So am I. You know, that's the strange part.
What's that?
Well, I was on my way out the door, done for the day. See you tomorrow. Then suddenly I felt this push, like somebody didn't want me to leave the hospital. It was like a physical sensation that compelled me, I don't know why, back to the delivery room. Oh, I guess not. It was almost like he called me for help.
Hello?
Jackson?
Oh, hi, Mom.
How's she doing?
We're just about to call you. She's doing fine, and, well, congratulations.
You're kidding.
You're a grandmother to a beautiful, healthy baby boy.
Oh!
You gotta come down and see him.
Well, I'd love to, but
But what?
there's been another mudslide. The one road leading to and from town is completely blocked. Well, it would be days before I could get into town. Or for you kids to come home. Jackson? Are you there?
Yeah, I'll call you back, Mom.
Honey?
There was a mudslide. The road is completely closed. If we hadn't driven down when we did, this little guy wouldn't be here.
What was the strange nudge that Cheryl Cannon and Dr. Ramirez felt? What power urged them toward the place where the baby's life would be saved? The Cannons could only agree that Jackson's mother had been right from the beginning, that there was much they could learn from listening to their child, which in this case had meant heeding the still, small voice of a miracle.
If I hadn't experienced those nudges and those bumps, whatever they were, I don't know what they were, but I do know that because we heeded them, it saved my baby's life.